This person has done this to a Roman coin. Here is the before and after. They have engraved a skull-like figure onto the Emperor Constantine, and this has divided a lot of opinion. Some people think it's okay, whereas others find it to be an abomination. Well, as an archaeologist and a coin collector, let me try and give you both sides to this argument so that you can decide for yourself. The first side to this coin is that this person has ruined an ancient artifact for future generations, and they'll never be able to experience what it was like originally ever again. Whenever you find and keep Roman coins, you can clean them to remove most of the dirt which has encrusted itself onto the coin, but it's important that you do not remove the patina. This is a chemical reaction that takes place over tens, hundreds, or even thousands of years. It's this green looking thing here, and this actually protects the coin from any further erosion or damage. Not only this, but it does show the coin's antiquity. Without it, it could be a modern forgery. Doing this to a real ancient coin is of course quite a slippery slope, because if you do it to a coin, what's to stop you from doing it to a mosaic? Imagine a Banksy piece on this beautiful fresco, for example. I'm sure we can all agree that would not be okay, but maybe this is the start of things like that. On the other side of the coin, maybe this isn't such a bad thing after all. I mean, this coin type is extremely common. You can buy them on eBay for maybe £4 or £5. They're quite cheap. While there are a finite number of these coins, I'm sure we're not going to run out anytime soon, and there are places like private collections and museums which will keep this coin, so if we ever want to have a look at it, there'll always be one at hand. And of course, the immense skill and craftsmanship of this person is considered art. This is an art piece. Whether they have defaced an ancient artifact or not, this is definitely a very skillful job. And this person has started a debate. Whether they intended to or not, people are now thinking about how we treat our ancient artifacts. Should we preserve them exactly as we find them, or should we kind of upsell them like this person has done? And let's face it, most people aren't going to do this with their coins. Only 1 or 2 people are going to be doing the engraving, and only a few more people are going to be interested enough to buy it. So this is not going to be a large-scale issue of Roman coins being destroyed en masse. Personally, I think we should preserve all coins to the best of our ability for posterity. There are a finite number of these, and once we run out, that's it. They're gone forever. But do let me know what you think about this debate in the comments. But before I end this video, I'd like to add some more historical context that might further change your mind. Earlier on in the video, I said that this coin type was extremely common, and that is actually true. However, that may give you the wrong idea. It is extremely common, but compared to modern coins like this dollar or this pound, for example, this coin is extremely rare. Coins like these were mass produced at an astronomical scale that was not available to the Romans. So although originally the Romans did mint coins like these in their hundreds of thousands and possibly even millions, what we have surviving today is more like in the thousands and sometimes in the hundreds, tens and single digits. And unlike modern coins, every ancient coin is particularly unique. Depending on where they were minted in the empire, they had their own unique mint mark. Some mints made errors, which are particularly interesting to historians because this allows them to study more of the dynamics of the Roman economy than we might otherwise understand. Roman coins were struck by placing a metal flan in between 2 dies that were reverse cut with an image that you wanted to strike into the coin, and they were hit with a very, very large hammer, probably by a slave. As these coins were being struck, the dies slowly got more and more worn until they broke. One of them would break before the other one. They would never break at the same time, and a new die would have to be put in its place. This allows people who study coins, called numismatists, to do something called a die link study, where they find the wear patterns on coins and link them together. What this enables these scholars to do is to work out how many of these coins would have been in circulation at the time, which again gives valuable insight into the Roman economy that we might be able to apply to modern day life. The more coins you have, the easier these die studies are to do, and by taking just one out of circulation, you may prevent one of these die studies from taking place forever. Now, of course, some people simply don't care about this kind of thing, and that's okay, but what I'd ask is perhaps this engraver to do it on a cast copy of a coin. They could show their immense skill in craftsmanship by engraving a fresh die, striking a flan, and then doing this engraving on that. That would show some extra craftsmanship and wouldn't destroy a historical artifact for future generations. It wasn't just modern people who did this to Roman coins, the Romans did it themselves. If Romans didn't like the emperor that was on the coin, or perhaps he got killed, they would do things like scratch his face, like this person did to the Emperor Nero here. Now, historians don't have a problem with this, do they? Because it actually gives more information about ancient Rome rather than taking it away. Now, this does raise an interesting point, doesn't it? Because at what point does it become unacceptable from a historian's perspective to deface a Roman coin? During the time, historians like it because it gives an insight of the society at the time. 1,000 years later, however, that's a bit more iffy. Romans used to drill holes in coins and wear them as necklaces. Today, most archaeologists and historians would recommend that you get it mounted so that you don't destroy the coin. But this is something that the Romans did, so why shouldn't we? So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to tell me what you think about this coin in the comments. I look forward to reading them all. Thank you very much.